Hello, Sudoku friends, and welcome to an expert puzzle by El País. As you probably know by now, the classification is not mine, it's El País's. Whether it's going to be an expert-like puzzle or not, I don't know. I'll have to solve it first. We shall see. It's probably not going to be that difficult because that would be uncommon for these puzzles. But I do like the puzzles. That out of the way, let's have a look and see if we can find an 8 for this square here. And a 7 and a 5 must go up here because there's 5 blocks here and there's 7 blocks here. So we still need to find a 3 and a 6 for this column. And since the 6 blocks here, we know this is a 6. Now a 3, 5, and a 7 for these squares. The 9 blocks over here. So we're going to have a 9 here or here. Five must go here or here. And what else do we see? Well, we see a couple of 8s blocking across here and this 8 blocking here. So here's an 8. The 7 blocks these squares and this 7 blocks here. So a 7 must go here. 5 blocks here and there's 5 blocks here and here. So we have a 5 here. 1, 3, 6. Can we do anything with that? Well, 3 must go here or here. 6 here or here. The 1 is anyone's guess. And hang on. I see something happening with a 1 here or here because this 1 blocks over, this 1 blocks up. One of these must be a 1 blocking here. And the 6 also blocks here. So the only digit that's left of the 3 here now for this square is a 3. And we have a 6 and a 1 for these squares. Therefore, 3, 5, and a 9 for these. So a 1 and a 6 here. These squares therefore can't be 1 and 6. They must be a 2, 3, and a 9. I'm not sure we can do much with that. One of these is a 3, that's all we know, and one of these is a 2, and the 9s, I don't really know. So let's move on to something else. For example, a 5 that must go here because this 5 blocks across, this 5 blocks up. And for these 3 empty squares now, we need to find a 1, 2, and a 9. All I think we can say is that 1 goes here or here. 1, and this is a 2, 3, 9. No, I'm not at all sure about that. So we'll let it rest for a while. A 2, however, must go here or here. We know that because this is 2 blocks here. And one of these must be a 2 blocking here. What else do we need here? Apart from the 2, we need a 4, 6, and a 7. I think I should look elsewhere for more promising numbers. For example, an 8. We need to find a 2, 5, and an 8 for homes in these 4 squares. Well, the 5 is already here, but the 8 blocks here and here, and this 8 blocks here. So we must have an 8 here. This 8 blocks down here, this 8 blocks here, so another 8 goes here. Now we have 2 8s blocking all of these 5 squares, and this 8 blocks here, this 8 blocks here. So here's an 8. The 4 blocks over here, so we're going to have a 4 here or here. Can we use that for anything? I'm not sure. No, we can't. Or we know that none of these squares now can be a 4. But we do have a 4 either here or here. So the 4s are somewhat restricted, aren't they? But without using pencil marks, I can't really see if there is an X-wing somewhere in there. But it almost escaped me that these two squares must be a 1 and a 2, and here's why. This 2 blocks across here, therefore one of these is a 2. Those 2's block here. So one of these must be a 2. We have a 1 blocking up here and a 1 blocking over here. So the other digit that goes here is a 1. And that means that these two squares can't be 1 and 2. They must be a 3 and a 4. And since these are 1 and 2, they can't be 3. We have a 3 blocking here, and we have a 3 blocking here. So this must be a 3. This 3 blocks up, this 3 blocks across. Now we have a 3 here. And we just need 2 more numbers for this block 5, the 2 blocks over here. So here's a 9, and here's a 2. That might be helpful because now this 9 blocks here, this 9 blocks here and here, and this 9 blocks here and here, leaving just the square up here for a 9. We have these 9s now blocking here, and we have this 9 blocking here. Here's a 9. We know that one of these must be a 1. Now we took away this square from a possible 1. Therefore, the 1 must go here, and here must go a 2. We still have our good old friends, the 1 and the 6 here to play with later. 4, 5, and 7 here. 4 here, here. 5s block here and here. And here. No, we are not ready for those yet. So we have a 4 blocking here. We know these are 1 and 2, so 4 must go here or here. Now I'm trying to investigate where can a 4 go in column 8, since it can't go here, and it can't go here, and it can't go here. It follows that it must go here. Therefore, we have a 4 here. And now I think we can place a 4 in the third column, can't we? Yes, because this 4 blocks here, this 4 blocks here, this 4 blocks here and here. Therefore, this must be a 4. And these two 4s now block these squares. Therefore, a 4 must go here. 4 blocks up, 4 blocks down, 4 blocks over, 4 here. 6 and 7 for these two squares. I will have to deal with them a little later on. But a 2 for column 7 can't wait. This 2 blocks here, this 2 blocks here. We have a 2 here. This 2 blocks across, this 2 blocks up, another 2 here. We have a 2 blocking this square. Therefore, one of these must be a 2. This ghost 2 blocks here. This 2 blocks here and here, and this 2 blocks here. So here's another 2. Now 1 and a 6 for these squares. We also have still a 1 and a 6 waiting for us here. Now we're looking for a 9 for these two squares, or for one of them anyway. And I will continue to look for them because right now I can't solve it. But I see the 5 blocking up here, so one of these must be a 5 blocking over. We have this 5 blocking up, and we have this 5 blocking up. So it's clear that this must be a 5. Now this 5 blocks here. The ghost 5 up here blocks here. So a 5 goes in this square. Now a 3 and a 7 for these two. Let's start with the 1 for the corner. The 1 and the 1 here, block here and here. So here's 1. This 7 blocks up, so we have a 7 here. And here, therefore, we have a 6. Now we have a 6 and a 9 blocking this square. Therefore, these two must be a 6 and a 9. And this must be a 2. Which blocks here? This 2 blocks here, and this 2 blocks here. Here's a 2. 6 and 9, therefore a 7 here. 1 blocks here, therefore this must be a 1. And this must be a 6. Which blocks over here? The 6 blocks as well. Here's a 6. One of these had to be a 6. Now we know that this must be a 1 and this must be the 6 that goes here and the 1 here. Finally, 1 blocks up, 1 blocks down, 1 blocks across, a 1 here. 3 and 4 still here, but now we found this 4, so here's a 3 and here's a 4. 3 blocks across here and 3 blocks down here. A 3 goes here. Here a 7 and a 9. Also a 7 and a 9 here, but the 9 comes to the rescue, giving me a 7 for this square, and a 7 for this, and a 9 for this. 7 blocks down and 7 blocks across. This must be a 7. 9 and 6 here. 9 blocks down. We have a 6 for this square and a 9 for this. Therefore, we have a 9 here and a 6 here. Up at the top here, we need to have a 5. And here we need to have a 3 and a 6. The 6 blocks over. Here's a 3. Here's a 6. 3 blocks here, therefore we have a 3 here, and the last number today is a 7. It goes here. Not a big challenge today either from El País, I'm afraid, but the puzzles are quite nice, and they have a good flow to them. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.